Okay, just coming to the design of state feedback controller. First method is over. That is a Bhaskara formula. I think this method is you can understand very clearly. Next method I am going to explain. It is almost like same method, but somewhat easy. I am going to explain in the next slide. It is coming to the next one. Method number. This is a direct substitution method. That is DSM. Direct substitution method. So what is the direct substitution method based? Let me take directly I am going to write characteristic polynomial of state feedback function. That is SA minus A plus BK. How this equation we can obtain from the state equation after connection of the state feedback. So if you write the state equation, the state feedback, what is the expression? X dot is equal to A minus A. That is equal to A minus BK to X plus E into U. Okay. This is a matrix A. So before connection of state feedback, there should be A. But after connection of state feedback, the matrix can be modified as A minus BK. What is the characteristic equation of this state equation? So we already know that modulus of psi minus what is the value of this matrix over here? It's minus of A minus B is multiple of A matrix is equal to 0. Now if I write this equation like this, I will get SA minus A. So here is SA minus A plus BK is equal to 0. So the first step, the second method, we need to find the characteristic polynomial from the given U state equation. That is SA minus A plus B into K. Here we don't know the value of K. So based on this system matrix A, the K value would be decided. Suppose if it is a 2 by 2 matrix, now that matrix of K, we have to select K is equal to 2 values. That is K is equal to K1. It should be a row matrix K1 and K. Suppose if A is a 3 by 3 matrix, then the value of K should be, we have to include one more variable K. Suppose if it is a 4 by 4 matrix, then we have to include K4. So this matrix K always depends upon the matrix A. Please remember this one. So S is multiplied with identity matrix. This matrix is also follows the order of system matrix A. So S into I minus A matrix will be given in the problem plus B matrix also they can give in the problem. But we need to find the K matrix, that is K1, K2, K3 and so on, Kn. So that from the given state equation, we have to form one characteristic equation is to be like this. That is modulus of Sm minus A plus Bk is equal to 0. Here we already know that S is multiplied with identity matrix, A matrix we already know that, B matrix we know that. But we don't know the value of K matrix. This is what we are going to find in the problem. That is K is equal to K1, K2, K3 and so on, Kn. Suppose the design specifications required that the roots of the characteristic polynomial should be at lambda 1, lambda 2 up to lambda n, and the desired characteristic equation for the closed loop system, which is denoted by alpha CS of S, alpha C of S. Please, మీరు ఎలా అయినా తీసుకోండి దీన్ని K of S or M of S, P of S, whatever it is. It has to specified with alpha C of S is equal to S power n plus A n minus 1 S power n minus 1 plus A2 a n minus 2 into s power n minus 2 plus and so on plus alpha 1 into s, sorry, this is alpha 1 into s plus alpha naught. So from the given closed loop polynomials, we have to write one closed loop polynomial like in terms of factors. So these factors they can give. Multiply all the factors. These factors would be equal to the above expression. As earlier I said, that is coming to this one. Where select the coefficients of the desired closed loop characteristic polynomial. This characteristic closed loop poles they can give in the problem. Based on the poles, we have to find one characteristic polynomial that is for closed loop functions. The same way here also we are going to find characteristic polynomial from the closed loop poles. Those poles will be given in the problem. So if there are three poles, the order of the system will be three. If there are four poles, the order of the system is four. Like suppose the given problem, if they give s is equal to, let us assume that minus 1 and minus 2. Let us assume that s is equal to minus 1 and minus 2. These two are closed loop poles. At location of these two of closed loop poles, what is the value of k for the given state model? That is a question they are asking. So that we are using these two poles how to form one characteristic polynomial. That is s minus 1, s is equal to minus 1 is nothing but s plus 1. S is equal to minus 2 is nothing but, again, I can write one more factor, s plus 2. Look at this one. Multiply both the factors, each is I can get s square plus, and write over here 3 into s plus. So this polynomial we can obtain from the closed loop poles like this. That is alpha c of s. So here he has assumed that the poles should be eigenvalues. Therefore, he is going to take lambda 1 and lambda 2 and lambda 3 like this. So what is the first step? The first step is we have to uh, form one characteristic polynomial with respect to k values. Let equation 1. Here he is going to represent 4.6. Just leave it. You just assume that equation 1. And from the desired closed loop poles, we have to found one more polynomial, which is called closed loop polynomial. Let equation number. This should be, this should be, and this should be. What is the third point? The pole placement design procedure results in a gain vector k, that's a matrix k, such that we have to equate both the equations. That means 4.6 and 4.7. That is equation 1 as well as equation 1. So these two equations we have to equal. And equal coefficients of both the polynomials. There we can get the coefficients of polynomial equation. So that we can get k values, k1, k2, and k3 like this. So what he is going to write over here, when you do this process, I will get one polynomial. This is a polynomial we can obtain from the characteristic equation given by the system. Okay. So here also he is going to explain with respect to three steps how to find k matrix with respect to the first we need to check the controllability. That is a mandatory for each and every one. So every problem needs to be checked whether the given system is controllable or not. Next one is define the k matrix, so that is based on the order. Now substitute this gain the desired characteristics polynomial of the equation, that is sa minus a plus b into k. Solve for the equations, that is for k1, k2, and k3 by equating both the characteristic polynomials. This is what it is going to explain. That is already explained in the previous video. Here I am going to explain with a small example. Let us consider the system. I'm going to explain this problem very easily. Let us take a second order system because this is a matrix A. This is a matrix B. This is a matrix C. Let us assume. So what is the equation 1? So here he has given state equation x dot is equal to 0, 1 minus 1, 0 into x plus 0, 1 into u. The matrix C is equal to 1 0 x. So equation 1 is the state equation, equation 2 is the output equation, its combination is called statement. Now find the control law that places the closed loop poles of the system so that they are about at s is equal to minus 2. Is going to find the closed loop again control law, that is U is equal to R minus K into X, so that where the poles are located, he has given closed loop poles located, but they are both, he is asking both the poles located minus 2. That is, if we take one test player, let us take test player. So the first pole located minus 2 and one more pole located same pole, that is minus 2. That means what are the poles of the given polynomial? I have s is equal to, that is minus 2. Also one more pole is again minus 2. So the poles of the given polynomial is s is equal to minus 2 and minus 2. Because in the given problem, he is saying the poles, that is both the poles located minus 2. That is a 2 poles. That is minus 2 again minus 2. That is a repeated poles. Now from equation number 4.2, we can find them. These are the closed loop poles. The given problem, these are the closed loop poles. So what is the characteristic polynomial of the polynomial of the given closed loop poles? There we would like to find. So that is alpha C of S is equal to alpha C of S is equal to. What are the two poles we have? S is equal to minus 2 and S is equal to minus 2. Therefore, I can write this is like S plus 2 into again S plus 2. Right, S plus 2 into again. Now, if we multiply both the factors S plus 2 into S plus 2, that is like S plus 2 whole square. So therefore, we are having formula S square plus 4S plus 4. So let this is equation number. This is a polynomial we can obtain from the closed loop. Now what is next? We already know that. What is equation number 4.6 tells about that? Is here in the given problem the first step, but the problem is solving either using stepwise or you can go with reverse order, no problem. You can do any other format. There is no problem at all. So he is going to find Si minus A plus Bk. Therefore, let us take Si minus A plus B. So here matrix A is a second order system. Therefore, the identity matrix should be 1 0 0 1 is multiplied with S. So S into 1 S, S into 0 0, S into 0 0, S into 1 S. Therefore, this is called S is multiplied with identity matrix Si minus what is the matrix A? This is matrix A. That is 0 1 minus 1 0 plus what is the matrix B? 0 1 is multiplied with what is the matrix K? So K is, so here order of the system is 2. It is a 2 by 2 matrix. Therefore, the K value should be K1 and K. Suppose if the order of the system is 3, then I can go with K1, K2 and K3. Therefore, there is a matrix K. K. This is a matrix B. This is a matrix C. So all the values are available except K1 and K2. This is what I am going to find. Now simplify this one. Total. I will get the equation is like this. Now I would like to simplify over here. Then we can understand very easily. Let us take a small factors. That is, here we have the first one is S0. This is S0. Minus 0 plus it should be a 2 by 2 matrix because it is 2 by 1. is 1 by 2. So 1 gets cancelled. This product will give 2 by 2. That is 0 into K1 plus, I mean 0 into K1 is nothing but what? It should be 0. What is the next one? 0 into K1. What should be the next one? Here I can write 1 into K2. Here I can write this is K1. Next one is again 0. Should be 0. Now simplify this one. That is, subtract these two and the addition of these two. Then take the modulus of the given matrix. If I do like that, I will get s square plus k2 into s plus 1 plus k1 is equal to 0. That equation number 4. Equation number 4. Coming to this one. By equating the coefficients of equation 3 and 4 with respect to 2 powers of s. What is equation 3? S square plus 4s plus 4. What is equation 4? S square plus k2s plus 1 plus k1. Now powers of s. So you have to equate both the equations 3 and 4 with respect to powers. What is k2 over here? It is almost equal to 4. Therefore, I can write k2 is equal. What is the next one? 1 plus k1 is equal to what? Should be 4. Therefore, 1 plus k1 is equal to 4. What is k1? K1 is See how it is very easy. What is the matrix of K matrix? Therefore, K is equal to, we can write K1, K2. So that is calculating the gains by using the technique illustrated in the above example becomes rather tedious. That means it is very difficult when the order of the system is more than 3. So that this direct method is applicable for the system if the order of the given system is less than or equal to 3. The order is 3 or less than 3. This method is applicable. The order of the given system is more than 3. This method is not applicable, but difficult. I hope you understand well. This is very, very easy so that you have to understand very clearly. So, this is one problem, and I'm going to take one more problem that I will explain in the next slide. Coming to this one. So before going to that, I have to conclude all the concepts. What is a pole placement? What is a state feedback? How this A can be varied with respect to gain. That I am going to explain over. So that we have to present it. So that we have to present it an overview of the process of control design for state space method. That is a pole placement method. That's by using state feedback gain. Also, we need to check the state estimator, that is called state observer design, that will continue in the next. After this concept, Mr. Naveen will go through this one. Naveen, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Right. Clearly observe that what I am saying. These are very, very easy. Okay. So that this concept will explain by Naveen. We have to show that the system is controllable. It is possible to arbitrary design of eigenvalues of the closed loop state equation by suitable choice of k. What he is going to explain, the system is controllable. It is possible to assign eigenvalues of the closed loop system state equation. So the pole is located right side or left side, whatever it is. The system is not controllable. Then we can apply state feedback of the controllable states only. That is, uncontrollable states cannot be affected. So that is, if you want to design any state feedback controller, the system must be satisfied the controllable. The system is thus stabilizable if those states that are not controllable are already stable. That we can explain. Let us coming to the small example. I am going to explain the problem. Consider the system defined by x dot is equal to x plus b. A is equal to matrix is given 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 1, minus 6, and b is equal to 0, 0, 1. Here, you can use either of the methods, either first method or second method. But I am going to explain using second method because it is very easy. So that I am going to use second method. So using state feedback control, if is equal to r minus kx, if you substitute r is equal to 0, it will become minus kx. It is decide to have closed loop poles at s is equal to minus 1 plus or minus j to s is equal to minus 10. Determine the state feedback gain matrix K. I can explain this problem clearly in the beginning of the problem using method 1. Let me take using method number 2. What says method number 2? Here I am going to take an empty document. This is method number. What he is going to say now. So what is the method number 2? What is the first step we need to follow in the method number 2? So then we have to find a characteristic polynomial which should be like Si A plus B multiple of K is equal to 0. This is step 1. What is step 1 now? So that I am going to take step 1. So coming to the modulus of this is multiplied with what is an identity matrix of the given system. Look at this one. What is the order of the matrix A? It should be 3. Therefore, the identity matrix of the given system is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 1 minus what's the matrix A? Coming to this one 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 minus 1 minus 5 minus 6. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 minus 5 and minus 6. This is A matrix plus what's the matrix B? Look at this one 0, 0, 1. Therefore 0, 0, 1 is multiplied with what's the matrix K? So here the matrix A is 3 by 3 matrix. Therefore the K matrix should be 3 values. Let the 3 values K1, K2, and K3 equal to. So this is very easy to find characteristic polynomial using this equation with respect to K1, K2, and K3. So this simplification you have to do in the here it is not possible to do all the things. So that I can give, if I do this expression is with respect to characteristic polynomial, the expression should be, it is a third order system, right? So I'm going to write that the third order system will be 2 plus third order system will be 2 plus, let some expressions over here. I don't know the value of K1, K2, K3. It is multiple of K1, K2 or K1, K2 or K3 into S square plus, again let some constants K1, K2 and K3. These are direct I can write K into S plus some constant K. Let us assume that is, they do overall this process, that is S is multiplied with the identity matrix minus A plus B into K. I will get the polynomial is looking like this, S cube plus, let this equation is in terms of K. Directly I can write K value in terms of K, that it is K. Here maybe K1, K2 and K3. So S cube plus K into S square plus KS plus K is equal to 0. Okay. That equation 1. This simplification process we have to do at our home. What is the second step? What are the given poles in the polynomial? That's the closed loop poles. What are the closed loop poles over here? S is equal to minus 1 plus J2. S is equal to minus 10. Therefore, I have S is equal to minus 1 plus or minus J2. Therefore, there are two poles, minus 1 plus J2, 1 plus J2, and one more pole is minus 1 minus J2. The last pole would be S is equal to minus 10. S is equal to minus 10. So I can write all the poles in a factor form. Therefore, I can write S plus 1 minus J2 is multiplied with S plus 1 plus J2 into S plus 10 into S plus 10 is equal to 0. So after simplification, that we have to simplify at your home. I'm going to explain only procedure. So after simplification, the expression should be like this. Again S cube because it is third order plus. Let some constant, I don't know the values, so that I am going to take alpha 1 into S plus, what's the second one? Sorry, alpha 1 into S square, alpha 2 into S plus alpha 3, last one is equal to 0. That equation number 2. Now, equating equation 1 with respect to 2, that is equation 1 and 2 equal of the powers. That means coefficients of S cube, coefficients of S square, coefficients of S, and last constant K. So when I equating this equation 1 and 2, that is S powers, I will get the value of K. Therefore, the K is equal to, I can get the value of K1, K2, and K3. Okay. This is a final value which we need to decide, which we have to find to design state feedback controller. See how it is very easy, just only 2 steps. But we need calculation over here. Simplify this overall expression and take the modulus of the matrix. There I will get equation is like this. That simplification part left over to you, that we have to complete at your home. Request everyone, please note down the problem and solve it. This is very, very important. Clearly, I'm saying one more time. At the end of the examination from unit number 2, the first part, they can ask pole placement design, that is our state feedback controller design. That's the finding of gain matrix K, or else state feedback control law, that is U is equal to minus Kx. So they can ask one question compulsory. Damn sure 100% they can ask one question from the pole placement. So request each and every student, please note down this problem and follow this procedure. What is what I say process here? That is a method. I mean, first step, Second step, finally equating both the equations, I will get the matrix K. So equate in 1 and 2 and to solve the equations for K1, K2 and K3. Okay. I hope you understand, right? Clear or not? Students, నా బాటికి నేను చెప్పుకుంటూ వెళ్తున్నాను. Are you able to follow me? No, nice. Are you able to follow me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Somebody putting a message. Okay, thank you. So, for this problem, you have to find the gain matrix K. I can ask tomorrow what is an answer for K1, K2, and K3. So follow this process. That is the entire procedure. Okay. Coming to the second problem. Please note down these problems. Coming to the second problem, what he is going to explain. So it is a second order system because the given matrix is a second order matrix. So here the closed loop poles are given S is equal to -4 and S is equal to -3. So that we need to find the gain matrix K with respect to the same problem. I'm going to say this problem in the next slide. So here also I'm going to use method number 2. So that what's the first one and what is the second one? Then what is the third one? We need to find the gain matrix K. So therefore K is equal to, it is a second order system, therefore K1 and K2. And from the second one, we need to find what's the second equation. Second equation is nothing but coming to this one, what are the closed loop poles given by the system? S is equal to -3, S is equal to -4. Therefore, I can write S is equal to -3 and S is equal to -4. Therefore, I can write S plus 3 is multiplied with S plus 4. S plus 3 is multiplied with S plus 4. So that you will get one quadratic equation, that is S square plus, so 3, 4 is nothing but 7S plus, and it should be 12 is equal to 0. That equation number 2. What is the first step? As per the characteristic equation, I can write mod Si minus A plus B into K is equal to 0. So if I do like this, I will get equation number over here. It is 1. From the closed loop poles, equation number 2. Now equating 1 and 2, I will get the matrix K. Now solve equation for 1 and 2. We will get matrix K. That is K1, K2. Okay. So hope understand everyone. Please note down the problem 1 and 2. Or else take the screenshot. Find the values of gain matrix K that I can verify in the next class. Okay. Thank you.